Oh shit.
Hey, everyone, and welcome again to Open Mouse Podcast with
Oh
myself, Chris.
yeah,
Yes. And I have Dr. Scorpio and I have Trigger right here in the house. How's everyone doing tonight?
yes
We
indeed. We in the
good.
building.
We doing good. We doing beautiful.
Why do I look so big? Okay, so I'm the only one here. So, how are you guys
In the
doing tonight?
building.
What are we doing tonight? What are we doing tonight? I've been sipping, of course.
Man, sipping, smoking, rolled up, feeling
So,
good.
yeah, we're ready. We
Definitely
got
feeling
one
good.
more. So we can go ahead and talk about tonight's topic. Tonight's topic is sex and magic.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I think
Word. Oh,
we learn about this because it's very useful.
That's a
But
fact.
you
is
know,
it?
but first, let's talk about this whole Drake thing about what you guys were talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
Was that sexy red? What's going on with that? I missed some of it.
You talking about with the sex tape shit?
Yeah,
He was going to Pound Town.
everybody has watched it, but I really haven't.
Pound Town. Just left Pound
Uh,
Town.
Downtown.
yeah. I
Taking women
definitely,
rounds.
I definitely went and watched that shit ASAP.
Yeah,
Um,
I seen the little clips of that little. I seen that little cooter mama. It was alright. She got a
yeah,
little
she
cooter mama.
she put it on the camera. You know what I'm saying? It was on the camera. I guess whoever she was messing with, he released it. It was her phone,
Mm.
and I guess
Right, right,
she
right,
thought he
right.
was taking some personal photos, video or something, whatever. But I guess he
Mm.
posted that thing ASAP while he was in it. You know what I'm saying? Which is crucial. But yeah, she said she was hurt about the situation. I know Ebro had some things to say. He said that's in line, with what she talk about. So, why is you hurt? So people felt bad about that, you know what I'm saying? What they call that, revenge porn or something like that.
Right,
So,
revenge porn.
so yeah, man, that thing hit the internet. She will survive this. She will survive it.
Well, come on, it's something that that celebs are known to do, just leak them out. It happens. Whether they're doing it themselves or somebody else. But that's still not right when it's revenge porn like that, where you sabotage that person's
Right?
image. You don't want to do that, but obviously she wasn't aware of it. She didn't agree to it. So yeah, it's kind of wrong.
Right.
Yeah, man. You know.
What's so funny?
I was just thinking about the dude, man. That dude wild, man.
That's cute.
He getting his shine, you know what I'm saying? A little 10 minutes, 15 minutes of fame.
And that's all. That's what he wanted. He wants some attention. That's what he got. Unfortunately, he was bad on her, but good image, bad image. I mean, it's still gonna get you the attention that you want. It's gonna make people go ahead
Hmm.
and watch you.
Right? She still catching plays. She on the road doing
Do y'all
shows.
feel like good publicity is? I mean, all publicity is good publicity, or
Right.
not?
It is.
Not all. I would say most, but not all. I mean, To each his own.
Hey man, I think she would just release that John. You feel me? That's what I truly think. I think she just released that John, and she would try to act like somebody did it for her and all that, or she didn't know and all sorts of
All
goofy shit.
them do, they
I
say,
ain't buying it,
"Wow."
I mean, I'm kind of like, I'm like 70 with the 70% feeling that way as well, but
especially
I,
because
I
you
ain't
see
putting
she
nothing
didn't.
past her.
Cause listen, cause you gotta understand this aspect, right? Like, yeah, okay, you probably will release a video of you getting fucked or something. Okay, yeah, I could buy that, right? But if somebody else really released something on you, they gonna release something good. They not gonna just release some little goofy shit.
Right,
That was some little goofy shit. You just keeping your camera roll. You know what I'm saying? You just
right.
look back and laugh at it or something. That wasn't no real shit. Like, that's how you know she wasn't set. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Nobody set her up. She did that shit on purpose. Like, come on. She
And
did
that's
it on purpose.
why
Yeah.
right now, though, if you do it right now, why? What is the reason? I mean, obviously, right now you're trending. People are talking about you, so why put that out there right now when you could do it like maybe when this stuff is declining, but right now, why
Mhm.
want to add even more?
Right.
I mean, true that, because I feel like, shit, hell, she probably could have got some big dollars, you know what I'm saying, to show that thing. So, it's just being
She could have did it the
released for
right way.
free.
Yeah, yeah. She could
Yeah.
have got a fee. She could have got a fee for that.
You know what I'm
For whoever.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? So hey,
That's what she should be heard about. You know what I'm
she could have
saying?
got. She could have
If
got a
she
fee to
cared,
give niggas what they need. You hear me?
if
You
she
feel me?
cared,
Hey,
you
you know what I'm
know,
saying? Walking the blade all day alone to them busted feet.
Why?
Well, I'm gonna go
Why?
cut her.
she
Why
probably could have went on
put that on?
OnlyFans and raked up a couple M's. You
I'm
know what
sure
I'm
it's
saying?
coming, gang. I'm gang. I'm sure it's coming. Trust me. Come on.
But,
Sure it's
right.
coming.
Maybe it is coming because she
Come
dropped
on.
that, and then somebody will say,
Sure it's
"Hey,
coming.
why don't you just do OnlyFans?" And then boom, now she's on OnlyFans.
Asian doll, she's still doing that. Asian the brat, she still got her OnlyFans. I still ain't
I
got an
not
update on
gonna
that.
lie. I kinda had a crush on her
You ain't
for
check out that OnlyFans. She over there.
yeah. When I haven't. I mean, I should, but
Your boy, what's your boy? He say that shit weak though.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not really interested in that. You feel what I'm saying? Like you. I'm not interested in that. I want to see. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. But you know what I'm saying? That's what it
Fredo
is.
Bang. He say that shit weak.
It damn near probably is weak, eh? Because it's like, I mean, you not fucking her. What you? Who gives a fuck then? You know what I'm saying?
That
Type
boy say
shit.
he was
Like so.
curious. He had to go see what that thing was hitting on.
And she probably in the winter. She probably just twerking or something. It's probably nothing
Uh,
special.
ah, I think
But
he
like I
said some
said,
little
like years
bullshit though.
ago,
She got mad though.
I did have a crush on her, and I used to be like, damn man, like dude. I used to think her and Vaughn was like gonna get married or some shit one day or something. Or just generally, like I was like, damn, that's crap. I'm like, man, his bitch bad, low key though. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I guess he didn't really even fuck with her like that though. He probably knows some crazy shit about her. Nobody know.
Oh
Crazy.
man, I mean, shit. From what I know, shit. It was like he had moved on
Right,
at
right,
his
right, right.
death. She was still holding on to it, but he had moved on. Like she was messing with this person, going with this person. He was doing his thing. Shit.
Funny as a motherfucker. It's funny to even talk about him, bro, because I had a lot of spiritual moments with him, bro.
Mhm.
Or really one particularly, man. And I just had that dream that he was gonna pass and shit, and he ended up passing and shit. So that's always just a spiritual moment that I realized like there was a lot of shit going along with him. You know what I'm saying? And those relationships he had with the shorties. Because I mean, that whole situation happened over shorties. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how powerful is the pussy just generally? You know what I'm
It's
saying? It can make you lose your motherfucking life, damn near at the end of the day.
very powerful.
You hear me? So it's like
Yeah.
you'll fuck around and get into a demo, bro, and and that's why it's like that. They call it that pussy magic or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit niggas say, but that's the type of shit niggas get into. Yeah, like that whole demo particularly, and I seen it happening in a dream before that shit happened, man. Now the only thing was that the ancestors didn't give me was the background on the information, like what was happening between them and the bitches. You feel me?
Mm.
That made them say, you know what, I'm finna knock this nigga out. He was talking crazy over this bitch. So I see this number, and that's why you gotta respect Vaughn. Like, I mean, like, it is what it is. I would have felt like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga said what on the text? Oh, okay, for sure. I'm finna see this nigga
Yeah, he definitely probably was
or
talking
whatever.
greasy or
Yeah, you
something,
know what
you
I'm saying,
know.
or whatever was going.
Shit.
Yeah, you know,
He
like
made
whatever the
that
demo
move,
was.
you know.
Yeah, you know, like so I gotta respect that. You know what I'm saying? But I can't really fault little Tim also for doing whatever he thought he was
Definitely
doing
can't, you know.
for protecting his
Hey,
partner. It's a weird position to be on the outside in looking
you
at it
know.
because at some point you're gonna be at a bias
Yeah,
based
man,
off
that boy
whatever
ain't did
reasons.
nothing wrong, man. Everybody looking like he did something wrong.
That's a
He ain't
fact.
did a damn thing wrong, man.
It was all over the pussy gang. I mean, well, not all over. I'm
Yeah,
sure it's other
honestly,
stuff,
I mean,
but
you can't really blame us. I mean, pussy is a powerful thing.
that's what I'm. But y'all know it.
Very
That's the problem.
go ahead and do a lot of things as long as you manifest to it
Y'all know it. That's the problem.
with
And
that.
we know it too subconsciously, but we be too foolish at the time to really remember that. Hey, okay, I know what I'm dealing with right now. Sometimes you be kind of too in deep and then be realizing like, damn, wait a minute,
You know,
this bitch
focus.
crazy.
You know,
Yeah, this shit crazy. All this shit crazy. Everything's happening right now is fucking crazy. But it's
Yeah.
too late. You already in there, and y'all know that's what's finna happen. You know what I'm saying? Why you think the Black Widow she bite the nigga head off after when they get done
right.
fucking?
The woman is
Right.
dominant when
That's basically what happened with a bitch. You know what I'm saying? When you decide to be a boyfriend ass nigga
right.
like myself.
What other insect that does that work? I can't remember what other insects. We're gonna have to do a topic about that. How the insects or animals react. You know, women how, like you said, the black widow. You know, the
Mm.
black widow will go ahead and snap the guy's head off. You know,
Yeah,
after
she'll fuck the nigga and kill him.
she gets after she gets her nut off and get his little things, so then she could go ahead and create eggs. That's all she needs, and then she kills him.
Hmm.
That's
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 a fact. It's a couple other demos that's like that. I mean, like
the thing is, they know that the male black widows, they know that. So why do they still do it?
I don't know. You know what's even
They have to go ahead and create life. They have
you know what's funny? I was talking to some people the other day, and out of nowhere we start talking about animals and gender and shit. For some reason, I don't know how it came up, but out of nowhere, the nigga says I would never want to be a male hermit crab, and I'm like, why? He was like, well, I think they're androgynous, so they don't really have a gender, and then they do some crazy shit, like
yeah,
and then we started talking about the animals that are like in these positions where they would do something that we would consider like bizarre, like a seahorse giving birth, a male
Mhm.
seahorse giving birth versus the woman. You know what I mean? The female seahorse. And it
Right.
was like, okay, so how does that happen? So does the woman seahorse penetrate the male? Like, how the fuck does that happen? How is he considered a male if he gives birth? Like, what is that about? Is he
Mm.
okay, we gotta go ahead and yeah.
they would have to, yeah, shit like that. And
That's
so I was
deep right
talking,
there, you know.
yeah.
So that's the thing. So it's very interesting, with animals, insects, and see. But yeah, the women are kind of a little aggressive. I mean, in more times, it's more like the woman is more dominant. You guys don't agree? In the at least like in the insect, maybe in the animal. Well, not really in the animal kingdom because you have to believe the men are dominant, but there are some, particular ones that are the women that are dominant.
What?
Right.
And it's all because, like you said, about the pussy. Because again,
That's a
like,
fact.
why would they keep going to the female Black Widow? Obviously, they know what's gonna happen. They should,
Hmm. I
right?
mean, I feel like it's a part of the culture or a part of their identity. So it's just kind of like um, whatever is supposed to happen with them. It's they have because they have to communicate. So at some point, I feel like all levels of like life, they have a culture to where they integrate their identity within the culture, so they could talk about or they you know they have a game plan per se about what life will be like for a nigga or a female. You know, like it is what it is. So you like bees, for instance, like after they get done, they sting. Once they sting you, they die. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So they know
Um,
what's gonna happen, but that's the thing. They'll only be able to procreate one time.
one time. You get what I'm saying? So after that, that's it. Like he stings you, it's over. He fuck one. He's done. Like how crazy is that? You get what I'm saying? So it's like they know that, and it's actually held to probably some type of like rites of passage or honor amongst like other realms of existence because we don't live in that realm or thought or realm of thought. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or you get me? So it's like for these other, uh, I'm trying to put that into words like animals, insects, plants,
Yeah.
all these other forms of intelligence, they follow their own system of code that they know what their life will transpire
Right.
as. You get what I'm saying? So a
Mhm.
bird knows what's going to happen as a bird. They have this instinct, this you know what I mean, this sense of direction that tells them where to fly from for the winter, or tells them where to go to get food, or how to find
Right.
this and stuff. It's
Right.
certain shit that just is ingrained in. It's somewhat like DNA to a degree, or genetics, or it could just be somewhat like spiritual. It's just something that niggas have this innate connection to know how to do what they do
Yeah.
without it always being verbal, but it's still some type of communication showing like children how to do what they do. But I'm just saying that on a level like that's how shit be.
Right. So they
You know what I'm
know
saying?
if I'm gonna go ahead and get this, I might as well get it in.
Yeah, basically.
Might as well get it in because I'm
They
about to
it's that
watch. It's
once they once it's it, it's it. Yeah, you know, and that shit's great. That's how they know.
Mm.
like that's all wrong. You
Crucial.
head. Why can't you just break up with him? Like just don't.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Be like, you know what? I don't want to do this no more.
It's like let me just snap your head off instead.
Crazy. Yeah, I'm sure y'all wish y'all could. Some bitches do.
Shit.
It was one bitch that killed the nigga, cooked his ass up on the grill,
Same.
barbecued his ass up.
Oh,
Dead.
You hear me? Cooked his ass up, seasoned his ass up. So yeah, it's some of y'all that's out there is on some other shit.
yeah. No, but see again. I mean, the, the pussy's supposed to be a powerful thing. It's
Mhm.
supposed to give you some kind of desire to have. Sometimes get betrayed. Sometimes it gives you a relationship. Sometimes it gives you a kid. It gives you another life.
Yeah.
But they have always said that a woman's
What's wrong with that?
vagina is a private thing. You're supposed to sacred that, and then as you give it out, you're giving out your energy to another person.
Right.
Right.
Even if you think it's just a one night stand, you give a little piece of you every time
You
to
trying to
that.
give a little piece of you?
Hey.
Trying to give a little piece of yourself? You said, give me a piece of what you got.
Yeah,
Because I need it.
right. And that's how it be. It's like you every time a woman go ahead and sleep with a guy, you're giving a piece of energy of yourself because you're vibing out. And so
Right.
whatever energy
I
you have,
believe that.
you're feeding it, and they can feel it. Like you can feel it like you
Let me get into my vibe.
if you're not enjoying it, sometimes they can feel that too. It's like the energy you bring out.
Everybody exchanges energy during sex. And
They do.
it's a great magical moment. You know. We
That's
all
a
know
fact.
that. We all know that.
I mean,
Everybody exchanges
it could
energy.
be just a little
Sex
bit,
magic.
and sometimes it could be a really strong vibe. And that's where when it's a stronger vibe, that's who you're attracted by, and try to go ahead and have something more.
Right.
But it just depends because a lot of times you don't find that vibe because a lot of people nowadays, we have all this lookup apps and everything like that. You're giving out still some energy, which is just you're horny, you want to just have some sex, right? And
Mhm.
there's nothing more. It's like sometimes That's the vibe you give out, and that
Sometimes it could be the vibe niggas give out, but they don't be meaning that shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes shit just happens that way. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
But it's like again, it's like you're giving still as a woman, you're giving a piece of yourself, your energy,
Right.
and I mean, as a man, you still give your energy too. I mean, that's how you vibe out. If not, you
Th-
don't.
you know, if I could piggyback off of what you're saying, right? I feel like more as I'm internalizing it, like you really let something inside of you. You get me? I'm taking on some energy from you. You get what
Right,
I'm saying?
right,
And you are taking that energy from me. So it is an exchange, right? But it's in the instance where like, you know what I mean? What do niggas do when they go in a cave? They go to get something. You know what I'm saying? They see this cave or some shit, they go to get some shit. You feel me? The cave is receiving some unintended or you know what I'm saying, a situation where that's supposed to happen or it's actually consensual. Someone that's a guest in this vessel. You feel what I'm saying? So they're going in something to get something, and
Let's
you're
go.
receiving some shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I'm internalizing even what you're saying. So, but just generally speaking, yeah, the energetic tie that we be having with the sex is a total mind blowing like experience. And I feel like when we did this the first time, I don't feel like we really touched on certain aspects of like how mind blowing sex can be when it's um you know what I mean, found dated or even aligned just generally at some point with magic or occult practice or shit like that. You feel what I'm saying?
and that's the
So
thing. A lot of people, when we talk about sex and magic, they think it's something like
evil's
negative,
up.
something.
Yeah, no.
It could
You
happen,
gotta
but it's more like a positive thing, especially whether you do the magic yourself or with your partner. It's a different feeling. It's something
hmm
you want to do because it brings out, it enhances more what you're trying to get from it, which is really bring couples like together or really have confidence and be comfortable with your own body.
right.
That can help a
If you
lot.
got a reprobate mind, this is not for you. Or you got a religious mind, this is not for you, okay? I'm just gonna let you know straight up. This is not for you. But if you interested in learning more about self and more about the abilities of self once connected with your counterpart, then yeah. But if living in another type of thinking, you probably ain't going. But at the same time, like I said, even Yaz said, this the aspect itself can be used in many different ways, like manifestation, actually, doing things. I do certain things. You get what I'm saying? It's a part of like, you know, I would say a spectrum of becoming one with your partner and also like achieving things with your partner, like taking your relationship to new goals within like intimacy. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't always have to be intimacy based. It could really be just mental. But once the physical act is done, it's a symbolic, like I would say like a ritual to take whatever you want and bring it down here. You know what I mean? Your energy is truly like from the orgasm. Is like Bobby Hemmett said a long time ago. The orgasm is kind of like how we would feel all the time before, like when we weren't in these experiences as humans. Like we experience energy like that, or that those sensations and things like that
Right.
on a whole nother level outside the body. So while we crave them in the human body, that's really the purpose of us doing it, because at some point or time ago we can remember or feel like as if we're being somewhat born again. Somebody just tweeted the other day, or they was on Facebook the other day, and they were saying how death is just one big orgasm. You get what I'm saying? So it's like all this shit really is put together in a way where we kind of have to like look at it from where we are and utilize it for the purpose that we choose it to be. So evil in a sense, or looking at this shit from a negative perspective, is just telling me where your brain is and telling me where your frequency is. And then I say, okay, I won't judge you, but I'm also not going to, engage in any intellectual conversation with you either. You get what I'm saying? But
Okay. Hey, I got a question though.
yes.
You know, shout out to Professor. She sent a couple links earlier, and I was looking at one of them, and it was a Vice article that she sent. And I just want to read something, and maybe you can kind of break this down for me right
Okay.
quick.
Let's go.
And the title of it is I did a sex magic ritual and it
Mm-hmm.
actually changed my life. That's
Okay.
the title. That's the title. And it says this first little sentence right here. I reconnected with my yoni in front of 7 strangers and asked the cosmic universe for some time to myself. And it goes on to say, here you go. It says, bear with me. You can cast spells through masturbating, at least according to those who believe that you can cast spells through masturbation. It goes on to say, it's called sex magic, and it harnesses the chronically suppressed power of a female sexual energy to manifest an intention. It's kind of a modern witchcraft, but
Mm-hmm.
there are no pointy hats, no black lace or broomsticks involved, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that just pretty
Mm-hmm.
much is it. Like they say you can cast a spell through masturbation,
You can.
manifesting
Yeah,
sexual energy
different
with a
way.
female, kind of like modern witchcraft.
Well, it's like basically you're trying to go ahead and dream about something. You're thinking about something. You're focused on it mentally. You're
Mm,
so no matter what, everybody's doing it in every type of way. You're thinking about something and you can manifest it to become a reality. So when you do it, when you said yes, you could go ahead and do a ritual while she's masturbating. Yes, and the orgasm actually opens up where you could actually finish the ritual at orgasm.
right.
Just
Right.
go ahead and
Finally meet that chick you've been, saying. You've been
Listen,
saying.
gang, I'm
I think
telling
you
you
talked
right
about
now,
this, Dr. Scovey. I think you talked
we
about this on the last Six Magic a while
we
back, man.
did, and it's a real fucking thing.
yeah,
It's a real thing. Like as far as like Crowley is concerned, and different other aspects of the sex magic, because he's a big some people look at him kind of as the founder of this, or like you know what I mean, like the father of this type of thinking, or just in these practices and stuff. He's one of those people that I would say like created by default created a community of people who did this, because this was stuff he did in somewhat secrecy. He wasn't doing this shit for publicly for everybody to know what he was doing on a
Mm,
certain level. Like he wasn't um like going around just telling everybody what he was doing. Eventually, he started to document certain things, and then we got the information. So this type of shit is actually some shit that's like it should be treated with a secrecy, but it also should be treated like as if it's common knowledge at this point as well,
like
mm,
because we are all
should be good
capable of doing this shit.
for everyone. I mean, it's something that
right.
can
Yeah.
be really bad sometimes as well. I mean, you need to be aware of the person you're with because you don't know their intentions, especially if it's
Right.
something negative, then it could go ahead and backfire. But yes,
Fact.
a woman could go ahead and actually do a whole ritual. But like I said, she could go ahead and do a ritual herself. If she's playing with herself, she could actually do a ritual herself, or she could do one with her partner. Like if she could go ahead, she can go ahead and have that conversation with her partner where they could go ahead and do something together, where they could go ahead and have the magic. She could go ahead and be. She's basically doing the whole ritual. She's the one that's basically has the gateway, and
Mhm.
where they can make it happen where where they can conceive. Maybe they're thinking about having a baby. Maybe they're a lot of times there's reasons. Well, of course, medical reasons too. But I'm just saying that sometimes you might even be trying to have a child with someone, but they never get pregnant. There's a reason for that.
Right.
Mm.
It's a reason.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
Right.
maybe
Sometimes.
say it's not the right time, not with this person, you know.
Right.
Sex
And that's why I feel
magic.
like just generally, it just be aspects of just generally life that niggas be experiencing, and they might not know why they going through certain shit, and it is what it is. But truthfully, I feel like there is like, especially when you start doing this type of shit, it's an ongoing practice. It's a lifestyle. You know what I mean? The first time you do something with your partner, it may not go exactly the way you think. It may whatever. You may see fast results. You may not. I mean, it is what it is. The thing is, it's a lifestyle. It's repeated, so you have to practice it. So you know what I mean. You gotta cover. Whatever you do, like it's a lot of things you can do. And to be honest, it's a lot of people talk about it. Particularly if you really want to know a lot of stuff, particularly about like this topic, I would look into Bobby Hemmett. That's who really taught me a lot of stuff. You know what I mean, through lecture and things like
Mm,
that. Like he has one lecture, I think it's called Sexual Kung Fu, and he talks
mm,
about how like having sex in general with the mind state of like it being somewhat not a battle, but like I don't know how to put this into words now because it's been so long since I watched that lecture, but basically like it can even be like a form of defense, like
mm,
having sex with your partner, being in tune and actually um visualizing and internalizing intention while having sex can be a multitude of levels of like manifestation. So protection, some people use it for anything else, like again, manifestation, putting things into reality that you want, because equal mind and equal intention can equal what actually, you know, the goal is. You get me? So it's just what it is. So I've seen this shit happen where people have discussed this type of shit in numerous ways. So like Bobby Hemmett, I would say is a great one. It's another person that I would think is really great, but it's a lot of great conscious community elders like Phil Valentine, a lot of people, but Bobby Hemmett specifically is one I knew for sure that talked about sex and the practice of sex and how powerful it was and how we could utilize it to um like you know materialize things in reality and use it as a superpower, not just as a sense of sensation. You know what I mean?
I mean,
mm.
you know, as a woman, knowing that it's like that you can do that. You know, again, it's like some women will you go ahead and use it for negative. You know, and it's gonna come out wrong. You know, sometimes they want, oh, okay, that guy don't like me, but I can go ahead and do something so he can go ahead and be attracted to me. Now, a lot of times that might not work, right? You know,
Right.
it could be
And certain people be into certain type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
for positive things stuff.
right, certain people be into certain type of shit, and it is what it is. I would say, uh, excuse,
Okay, so
I
you
would
guys
say,
said, you know, that a woman
excuse me,
does. Are you gonna
I
say
was, which way would you say?
I said, were you going to say something?
No, go ahead.
No, I'll go to the topic later. It was about trying to say, you know, that, you know, women can use it in different ways. Like a woman could go ahead and manifest magic by herself or by a partner, or she could just manifest it, you know, like they said, masturbating too. Even just manifest when she has an orgasm.
Ooh.
Hmm.
But she could also use nature, which is her period blood. She can go ahead and use that in a different way where she can manifest.
Hey yo.
Yes.
Right, right,
And that's
right.
something different because you can go ahead and use that. If you use it at the right time, you know, they always said to go ahead and use
Hmm.
it. Maybe the strongest time would be when there's a full moon. Of course, you know, the full moon opens up a lot of gateways, you know, it opens it up. And And you could tell when our bodies, again, when there's a full moon, our bodies are made out of a lot of water. So like what, like
Right.
80, 90%, 80%.
Right.
Right.
So it does something to your body. But then if you do like a ritual with your period blood during a full moon, it does make it where you can manifest to make it whatever you want a reality.
Yes. Right.
Like they said, in the beginning, how they say, oh, you can go ahead and use it in spaghetti sauce. You can.
Dead.
Hey, was we not talking about Sexy Red getting Alfredo sauce at Drake crib?
You didn't even talk about that.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's happening there. You hear me?
The Alfredo sauce or the spaghetti.
Pound Town. Just left Pound Town.
That's both men and women can do that, but
Thugging with my rounds. A lot of
Crucial.
bitches be doing that. They be getting flued out to be a part of some niggas. You fear me?
That's a fact.
Mental and sometimes degrading,
Right.
sometimes crazy fetish, sex
how a
ritual to a degree.
I mean, whether you have sex or say, the woman is giving the guy a blowjob and he finishes
Well,
in her mouth, that's a part of him.
Mm.
that's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact, just in itself, right? Here's what I was gonna say though, right? I don't know if y'all ever heard about the Dubai stories
Dead.
where the bitches go through these
Right. I done heard.
crazy, obscene, scenarios.
Right. Where we going with
That
this?
in itself, these are from a spectrum level. If you want to look at something as negative, those type of things would be like a negative way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like humiliation or degradation.
Right.
You feel me? Or like just complete, you know, like violence or some crazy shit. You get
Right.
what I'm saying? Like degenerate shit to a certain, like super degenerate shit.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like the crazy shit. Like if you heard them stories, then you know what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So that type of shit. Those are sex rituals because they do that shit with tons of different bitches. You get what I'm saying?
They
And the
get a couple
bitches go for it.
out. They
That
take
pie,
a couple
yeah, they going
out.
for that. They trying to get them faces. So they say, fuck it, I'm gonna get some of them faces. I'm gonna go there with nothing, come back home with them faces, and ain't nobody gonna be able to tell me shit. And you gotta respect the level of just like I'm gonna just get it by
Right.
any means type of thing. But
That's
at the
definitely
same
by any
time,
means.
that's what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying? That's definitely by any means. So
That's by any means. They want you to lay down with the camel and shit,
yeah, man.
and you down there gotta say fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go back home, tell niggas, yeah, I met Joe the Camel and shit, nigga. You hear
Crucial.
me? Motherfuckers gotta go back home telling niggas what it is. Like, I was really in the desert.
So don't eat that spaghetti then.
I mean, shit.
It might be some good spaghetti.
Now, that's some down south shit, so, I don't know. I ain't really had no bitch make me no spaghetti. So, I don't know about that.
Crucial.
I can't go. You hear me? I ain't had that experience.
Hey,
But apparently, chicken Alfredo is the thing. You hear me? Pound Town. Just left Pound Town.
that Alfredo sauce.
You know what I'm saying? She was probably taking her first bite. Drake was probably over there like, he was like, yeah. He was like, yeah. He was like, shake your dread, shake your dread, shake your dread. He was like, yeah.
I
He
feel
was
like
like, eat that.
girl.
I would be saying that too. I'd be like, yeah, you like that? Yeah, it's 4 in the morning. What you think gonna happen? He was probably like, shake your dress, shake your dress, shake your dress. He was probably getting this shit, and I gotta give it to him on that. Even though he got the barrettes in his hair and shit.
Well, I think that's what McKenna does too.
Fuck it. I mean, if niggas decide to put barrettes in their hair, that's
Man,
just what they do, I guess.
spreading his energy all over.
Yeah, that boy,
Right?
what he want to do. He out there.
Spreading
Yeah.
all over.
He on top of the world, man.
I might do some shit niggas don't like or something. That's kind of perspective you kind of got at the end of the day, because I didn't contemplate a lot about all of that. And I said, you know what? At the end of the day, man, um, it's probably some shit I'm going to do niggas ain't going to like. And they
Right,
going to say,
right,
this
right.
nigga, man, fuck this nigga here, man. I don't like this shit he did. I don't have to say I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I guess that's how that perspective feels. So I never thought of it that way, though, until, like, now. You get me? So, salute to everybody who feel like that. You know what I'm saying? I never
Yeah,
really thought
man.
about it that way until, like, right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Because, I don't know. It's crazy being the underdogs and shit. It's crazy you know what I mean? The niggas is really,
That's why you need to do some sex and magic. Stop being
there
the
you go.
underdog.
And then you won't be the underdog no more. Now let me be
Yeah,
quiet. I ain't gonna say
the underdog.
that. I was gonna say, I
Main
ain't gonna
one.
say that.
However you want it to come out. Like.
Indeed.
I mean, it's true. Shit. If you feel like the underdog, then do something about it.
Right. Okay.
Penetrate her mind. Penetrate her mind.
Facts.
And then give her that chicken Alfredo. But no, but like I was saying, back to what women can do with their period blood, they could actually, what I learned, what I researched, that a woman can go ahead and use her blood, pour it on flowers outside the bushes or whatever, and it will actually grow.
Right.
It will
Crucial.
actually make it grow faster.
What?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Their soil, it will actually make the flowers bloom and it has, because that's where it's supposed to be. Our blood is supposed to create, not just the blood, but
Right, right, right.
it's supposed it does help things grow like plants.
That's wild.
That's something new. And then what I also found out,
What's that?
we could use that as a protection. Like you go ahead and again use your period and you can go ahead and put it in the backyard. They said plant it outside in the backyard.
Did.
That should protect your household,
Right.
because we women are the nurture. We protect our children. We just protect the household. So doing that, it actually binds your house to protect it.
Mm. And it's a lot of ways you could protect your house and shit. Like I got it, like over here, I got some sage and shit. You feel me? Incense and shit. I got other things. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just like little things you can do. It's nothing real extreme. You feel what I'm saying? But like stuff like that you can do to protect your crib or protect the stuff you got going on. You know what I'm saying? But like as far as just going back into the sex aspect, you can just do intentions and shit while you have sex to protect yourself or protect your relationship or whatever the case may be. And when you connect that energy with your partner and they, you know, they send the same energy towards you, that can actually, materialize in levels that you will experience later on, and you'll kind of realize like, okay, because we made certain steps forward to do certain things like this, now I see the results of it. And what it is just somewhat symbolic, because that's what it does. It's like it puts your mind in the aspect of thinking that like 1 + 1 is 2. If I do this, then this will happen. If you kind of anticipate it happening, the more it will actually happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know something's gonna happen because I did what I was supposed to do. That type of shit. And when I've done certain stuff, it's definitely happened. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you in certain types of realms of thinking. So it's like, and whatever way it materialized is whatever way it materialized. And it's the way, it's so crazy how it will happen too. It'll just be like, I don't know how to explain everything will make sense. But you'll know, like, okay, I did what I did 2 weeks prior because I was trying to get this money, or I was trying to do whatever, or we just put in perspective of this, like, I just had sex with you and we did this internalization and we did our ritual, or we practiced our craft. You feel me? And now two
Mm-hmm.
weeks later, it's money in the mailbox, and it's coming in the form of a check that I knew would come, but I didn't know it was supposed to come right now. But it just
Mm.
so happened that we did what we did a week prior. Get what I'm saying? Stuff like that. It all makes sense at the end, but you still know you did something. But the thing is, though, you can't really talk about the things that you do. That's why it's so crazy how things can be internalized so much, and no one will understand. That's why the witches were so prosecuted and certain people like that, because they're in a certain frequency of reality or a realm of thinking that puts you way beyond just where mentally other people may be. You
Mm.
get what I'm saying? So like that's why they want to get them out the way, because they gonna try to change some shit. They gonna be a problem if you don't stop them.
Saying you don't have
They gonna be a problem.
a witch to do that. Yeah, a natural witch has those natural powers, but anybody again can manifest some something to become real. Because again, it's like if you have that vibe with your partner, I mean, there's different things that would show that. Sometimes you
Right.
might both, be wearing the same color clothing, or you finish each other's sentences, you both know what you're both thinking, or it could go to where you can even know, like if they feel some type of way, if they feel sick, you might be even feel that too. That's why, like when women become pregnant, a lot of men get the basically like the fake, the male version of pregnancy effects. Sometimes they do get morning sickness as well, or they have, they eat more as well, stuff like that because they feel their woman's energy.
Yeah. I had an incident where people was telling me, like, when I had my shorties, they was like, "Yeah, your shorty must be pregnant, bro, cause you eating like a lot and shit." And I used to be like, "What are you talking about?" You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
of course, like, my shorty wasn't pregnant or not at that time. But it was just interesting that people was just saying little stuff like that. It's people who have these, like, I guess they call them midwives' tales or something.
yeah.
And they be and it just, I don't know where those came from. I gotta kind of look more into that.
But because it
But
does
it's,
happen, that's the thing, though. It does
yeah,
happen.
it's a lot. It's a lot to that. Specifically that.
The same
Specifically,
thing that she was saying.
I don't know a lot about. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's how, again, if the connection's there, you'll be able to feel all that.
Right.
You could feel like I said, you could feel if they feel sick, you'll be able to feel that.
Right.
You'll be able to tell what they're thinking a lot of times, depending on how powerful it is. Again, you might not vibe with every person like that.
Right. That's true. That's true. You can't. This shit ain't for everybody.
You can't just let anybody in.
That was the whole, like, you see me get a disclaimer. You feel me? You see, you know what I'm saying? I got my hood on. Feel me? Some other shit right now. You feel me? So you gotta know what it is. You gotta know what you in tune with. You gotta know what you dealing with. And that's the problem. A lot of you niggas, y'all don't really know what y'all be dealing with.
But
You know what I'm saying?
go ahead and learn and really do their research on sex education. It is
Yeah.
something you want to do. Something you want
Yeah.
to do, especially if you want something. Because again, you go ahead and do it by yourself. I mean, it's not just the women. The men's energy is also very powerful. That's why they
That's a
thought,
fact.
they can't. It's been like that. Even back at, you know, back in the old days where they used to have many wives, they had multiple wives. They were able to dominate that. They were able to have that. They were the king,
Mhm.
But then there were other women like that that were like goddesses, There was Cleopatra, and then Aphrodite, there was different types of females throughout life too that just gave that energy too.
Right. I don't know, man. I feel like that was a crazy part of life, just generally what that was happening with women and shit. So that's crazy in itself. I don't know. It's so much I've seen just from those movies and shit too. That the movies that have these different scenarios that go on. Women go through shit and then niggas don't really know what it is, but it's some type of spiritual thing, and the movie be based off of something that actually happened or something with some type of woman or something. It's always some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why that came to my head, but anyway, um, the ritual aspect of all that shit, man, is so prevalent. You know what I mean? Throughout, like I said, like you might not just be knowing what you in tune with. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, so if you in a religious mindset, right, and you have sex, right, um, how do you get the perspective of like, okay, so you're doing all these sexual, where do you think that shit came from? There's no explanation on how to have sex in the Bible.
All that you already know.
You just know. Why is that just that's not in the Bible how to have sex. It just says you lay down with your wife type shit. It doesn't say nothing about like, hey, okay, hit it doggy style, hit a missionary, turn her over to the side. You know what I'm saying? Lift a leg up. You know what I'm saying? Hang off the bed. It don't say nothing about that. How do you know how to do that? You know what I'm saying? That's not in the Bible. Is that wrong? Are you supposed to have sex a certain way that's considered? You get what I'm saying? Or is it just whatever way you have it is cool because you were married? Because sex is supposed to be some sacred thing. That's what I'm trying to understand as I'm thinking about what we're talking about right now in the ritual aspect, like you having a ritual. Feel me? So that's just interesting.
I mean, that's something different because you're involved in religion, and different religions will have again different beliefs where
Right.
where they have gone through again ever since back then. They've been going on, so it's something that's you're being taught. It's just naturally taught, I guess.
Uh,
Depending again, if you want to bring religion, that's totally different topic.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
But it does involve that a lot of times, your religion, and then what you really truly believe with your body, because it doesn't have to be about religion. It could be just how you feel. Maybe you just want to be a virgin.
That's a fact. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
where it doesn't have to be your religion. Maybe that's
Right. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? So as it comes down to it, man, I feel like that's why I specify when I say what I said about people not understanding. Like you're doing certain shit every day. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even notice you're doing this shit every day. You think it's just whatever. You know what I mean?
go ahead and think
All
about
this,
it. Go ahead and
yeah, like it's so much. It's so much to this shit. Like even the Karma Sutra aspect of like these positions that are being utilized for specific um, aspects of
and even that comes to different
yeah, like
bring out.
exactly. You get what I mean? You've been doing this stuff all your life, and you don't understand why you've had certain responses from women or certain stuff. Oh, she's so crazy, whatever. it's you done some stuff that's been internalized through generations and through culture and practice and somewhat detachment from some stuff spiritually and culture wise that is just explained on all cultures. Like Kama Sutra is a it's a practice and it's somewhat of a light it's somewhat of a lifestyle that people live right now. You know what I mean? So it's just the understanding like
The sex,
yeah, you get what I'm saying? And these all are laid out. You look at all these positions and stuff, you be like, oh, I did these shits all the time. And not understanding like, oh, okay, I was actually doing certain things that was like come literally aligning our frequencies and literally aligning our bodies and our minds and stuff together. Or I was just hitting these certain spots that I didn't even know I was hitting in this girl. And now I know she crazy.
and it's not even about just Kama Sutra is not just about the sex.
Yeah.
Just one chapter. It tells you Kama Sutra is a very powerful thing. Like
Right.
because then again, you can go ahead and manifest that from the beginning when you're attracted to someone to lead into to the sex part, or even after that, where it even tells you how to work on it with your partner, your spouse after having kids. It tells you how to rekindle that. I mean, Kama Sutra is a very strong, powerful thing.
Right.
But that's another topic that we could have another night. Like, I really would like to go ahead and really talk about the Kama Sutra. From that chapter. That's chapter 7. About the second part, the position. So many positions. To before that, to how to does it lead to that, and depending on your energy, what type of positions you do.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, we definitely got to do that. We definitely have to do that. We, niggas will know when it's time. You know what I'm saying? And we'll have some crazy shit popping off as well, all around the same time. You get me? So yeah, just be on time. You know what I'm saying?
We had a good topic today.
I feel like everything was really fun. And it's anecdotal, so trust me. Like we'll have more, you know what I mean, to put on this one for sure.
I mean, we're gonna have another show soon. We're gonna have the show on Sunday. This Sunday coming up
Hmm.
with our special guest. She's coming back, Princess Gemini.
Let's go.
You guys make sure you guys tune in for that one. It's this Sunday coming up.
Hmm.
For now, we're gonna end it for tonight.
That's a fact.
The magic. Make sure you guys do your little research on that.
That's a fact.
It's something that you can enjoy it. So why not? Right?
Right.
And with that being said, everybody have a